Hello everybody! Welcome to Akashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Akashi here. So we are finally back with all of our videos and everything, and looking forward to bring you guys new things. And we have not forgotten about you guys on our 1K. Akashi is dealing with that, but do look forward to many new things that are coming. We are planning them, so yeah, do look forward to all of that. But today I'm going to be doing a a Korean movie review today. So I haven't been able to sit down and watch dramas. There's so much coming out. I'm so excited, and I was able to watch like a couple episodes here and there, squeeze it in as much as I can between work and moving, unpacking, and just trying to settle and everything. But I was actually able to watch this for one of the night, and I absolutely love it. And so this Korean movie is called Mission Possible, and it's actually, in a way, the reason why we kind of stumbled, more so like I stumbled upon it. She stumbled upon the trailer because it's Kwon's girlfriend, Lee Sun-bin, and then I actually watched it because I actually like Kim Young-kwang's acting. I've seen him in movies and dramas, and I like his acting, so I watched it, and I just kind of chime in here and there for some of the parts, but it's a really good movie. So I'm gonna go over the cast, the synopsis, and a little bit recap of the movie for you guys if you guys have not seen it. So let's go ahead and get started. So as for our cast, we have Kim Young-kwang playing Woo Sung-hang, Lee Sun-bin playing Yoo Da-hee, and then Oh Dae-hwang playing Chung-hoon, and then So Hyung-chun playing detective chief, and then Choi Pyong-moo as team leader Chow, and then Kim Tae-hong as Mirage, and there's tons of other people, and like one of them we didn't even know one of the cast is actually Julian Kang, and he looks so different, and his character's name is Yuri, and he looks so different, so we're like, the hell. Like, I was looking at the cast and everything, and I was like, hey Ajushi, and when I was watching it, I was like, it is Julian Kang, right? And I was just like, no. And then when I went and looked at the cast, and I was like, it is him. So Julian Kang is actually in here too. And if you guys don't know who Julian Kang is, Ajushi and I will first stumble upon him in Running Man, and he's Kwon's friend, and then we see him in Butlers and a lot of other shows and everything. So, but yes, as for our synopsis, we have Yoo Da-hee, who is the Chinese Ministry State's secrets like agent and stuff like that, secret agents, and she's from China. So her department receives information about an arms smuggling group or something going on that is happening or going to South Korea. So she is sent there to catch these smugglers, and a part of the plan end up involving with supposed to be involved with the South Korean special agent, which is the NIS, but due to a lot of mistaken identities and stuff happening in between, she unexpectedly meet Woo Sung-hang, a very bubbly and inexperienced PI, and he who has like taking on small cases only, and she has no idea who he is, and she doesn't even know that he's supposed to be the agent she's supposed to be working with, and they end up going, and he also ends up mistaking her for who he thinks he is too, and they end up working together and end up finding a lot more things and witnessing a lot of things, leaving them to becoming a duo of like agent working out there to solve this case and lead to a lot more things. So recap on the movie. The movie starts us off with this arms smuggling happening in China, and Yoo Da-hee's who's a rookie agent in China gets sent to South Korea, and her people, they're gonna send her on the mission, and if she completes it, we'll reward her. If she dies, whatever, we don't lose any of the good agents. She's a rookie, she don't know nothing, so they send her. So in Korea, Woo Sung-hang, he sneaks into his own private investigation office, and he hasn't been paying rent, and he's been hiding from the landlord, and his like Nuna or something like that shows up and gives him money back for paying for the rent for his the hospital bills for his nephew. And apparently things happened in the past causing the husband to die, and she cut off ties with Woo Sung-hang. and he's just laying low, being a private investigator and secretly visiting his nephew here and there. Moving on, at a ball game, we see two secret agents meet up talking about Yoo Jae-hae's arrival and that she'll be working with the secret agent from NIS Mirage and on this arms smuggling ring that is going on right now. And so they agree to exchange information. They get caught on the screen during like the halftime kiss cam, and they go separate ways. People thinking they're gay, and so Mirage goes and buy Woo Sung-hang's place, and because it's up for sale, he can't continue being a PI anymore. So Mirage he said he will pay in advance, and he wants Woo Sung-hang to swipe the place clean, and he needs it immediately. Woo Sung-hang is happy. He starts cleaning and getting everything ready because he can just move on with his life now. Well, this guy doesn't show up the next day with the deposits, the money, everything. Apparently, leaving after agreeing to buy the place, he ends up saving a baby stroller from getting hit by a car, and then he avoids jumping over a car hitting him. A big truck went boom, and he like flew over, and then he's in the hospital now in a coma. Even after he wakes up, he doesn't remember who he is. The doctor promises to save him. They cannot identify him because he's an NIS agent. He has no identity on him, and they're like, well, then the nurse are like, well, I caught him at a ball game, like the video up there that he's probably gay, and the doctors are like, oh, that's probably why you try to kill yourself. You're not acceptable. Don't worry, I will save you, and I will make sure you don't kill yourself again. So they thought he's suicide because he's not accepted for being gay. So that's what's going on. Anyways, we move on to Yoo Jae-hae arriving, and she ends up meeting Woo Sung-hang, thinking he's the secret agent she's supposed to work with, and he also mistaken her as an NIS agent who has a case for him that he needs help on, because that's what he does. He takes her money and offers to help him, and they don't get anywhere because he doesn't seem to be serious, and she's confused, and she's like, why is he the way he is? So they like always get interrupted, and he's like not taking anything serious. He's just kind of all over the place, and she finds it really weird that he's always taking on small cases, and like he ends up, this is a big hint, he ends up taking a case from this rich lady who's looking for her dog Dorothy, and she offers him a gold, and he like a gold pig like a gold pig, and he takes it and he tries to find the dog at the same time working Yoo Jae-hae's case. They end up following like this president, something like that, to a Tingle class, and they end up going to in Tingle clothing instead of workout clothing, making big like embarrassment out of them and making them looking very suspicious too, to be coming that way. Well, this president there, he gets assassinated at the scene, and they Woo Sung-hang tried to hack into his phone, but he can't because the guy has a 2G flip phone, and he doesn't have the materials to hack into it. But he did read into it, and it leads them into the Axe game where they approach this guy, and it leads to more people coming in, and they continue to escape. But now there's like this death of this president guy at this big company, and people at the Tingle class saw Dae and Sung-ha, and they are the most suspicious. They get caught by these detectives and question everything, and they get sent away, but the detective chief, he finds them so suspicious, so he tells his people to keep an eye on them. And since the case was taken over by the NIS on this whole arms smuggling thing, the NIS has not gotten any report back from their agent, so they went to send out a message to their agent to report back, just to learn that Woo Sung-hang is not even their agent, and their agent is gone somewhere. They don't know where he is. So Dae and Sung-hang learns that Jae-hoon, this rich not Jae-hoon, Jung-hoo, this rich CEO, is the one smuggling these arms, and they need to get to him to plant a bug on his conversation with this Axe gang so they can use it up against him to pin him as support, evidence, and everything like that. They got into his support foundation banquet, and they get to meet him pretending they're immigrants from Puerto Rico. And then this hilarious part is when they went, Sung-ha tells Dae that she has to wear a beautiful dress because they have to look rich because they're going to a rich banquet. And he ends up matching the tablecloth. He says his suit is made by the finest Italian fabric. It matches the tablecloth. It's the same thing. But they end up planting a bug on Jung-hoo, and they get exposed and caught trying to fight their way out. Jung-hoo's people caught them, and they get questioned. And if they tell anything, they tell the truth or stuff like that, he'll let them go or whatever. But sometimes I'm like, it don't matter, you're gonna kill us. But he ends up throwing Dahae under the bus, and Sung-hoon gives him Jae-hoon gives him a mission where if he completes this mission, both of them can be set free. And the mission is he has to go to the police station and kill all the people. And the police station is where his Nuna is. He couldn't do it, and he ends up killing all these guys that took him to the scene. And this is where we learn he has some very particular skills that we don't know of, and he looks like he's just a private investigator who doesn't know anything. He seems to know a lot more. So he comes back and saves Dahae, and she's already gone with Jung-hoon, and the cops follow him and captures him. The detective chief questions him, knowing that him and Dahae has been suspicious from the start. He claims that his partner is an NIS agent, and she's captured, and he wants to save her. So the detective chief gives him a chance to call her. She ends up picking up the phone, and he's all like, "What the hell? Aren't you captured as a hostage? Like, how did you pick up the phone?" And she tells him, "Stop calling him." She's tired of waiting for him, and she was waiting for him at the hotel, and he never came back and picked her up, so she left already, and like all these things like that. And so she's all like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, I'm so sick and tired of you. But the whole point was she was actually giving him a hint of where she's actually at, and she uses like a food hint, stuff like that, like this amount many bowls of noodles when I wanted to eat at this place, and I wanted to go this. So it was actually a hint to pinpoint to him where she's actually at, counting numbers on like certain places and locations, stuff like that. So he gets an idea already, but he's just like, now I have to get out, you know. So the NIS agents come to question him about Dahae, and they learn that who he actually is. So he's an ex-special forces from the unit, or like the team 707, and he was dishonorably discharged due to disobeying orders. It's more so he left behind a family member he was supposed to save that was a part of special forces. It was like his brother-in-law or whatever like that, and because he refused to listen to them, and an accident happened, or something happened, dying or stuff like that, they put it as it was an accident and he disobeyed order, and the whole mission was like concluded as it was an accident. So he leaves the special forces and he became a low PI, and he, you know, they learned that he's so good, like he's like the instructor of the special forces, you know. So he ends up actually escaping the police station, and he goes to save Dahae, and this is where he really shows us that he's actually really good, and like he was known to be like this special comeback instructor in special forces. So he's so good, and he like just kills everybody, and he ends up saving her, and like like more hilarious stuff happen, and we get to see these amazing fight scene. And when he met like Julian Kang, like he threw a knife, like when he saved her, Julian Kang came, and his name is Yuri, and he sees that Sung-han is a Red Velvet fan because he's wearing the shirt, but Yuri only speaks Chinese, and he offers a knife to Sung-han where they can do a knife battle, and as a duel. And as he threw the knife, it scares Sung-han, and so he actually fired his gun, and Yuri died. So it was like easy done duel. So it was like a very hilarious scene if you guys have not seen it. But yeah, he ends up saving her. They end up putting Jung-ho to jail, and then Dahae goes back to China, and Sung-han actually goes to jail for some crimes he created. And so now the NIS, like, some time has passed, and the NIS offers him a job, and he takes it, which he gets out of jail, and he ends up working with Dahae again, and now they have to go to Russia to find the agent Dorothy. This is why I said there's a hint. So this lady who in the beginning who goes by Dorothy, that's her code word, she's actually an NIS agent, and when she gives gold to people, she's actually passing a message, and there's a micro small like SD card inside of it. But Sung-han actually sold the gold, and the gold got melted, and now they can't get with the information in the SD card that was inside the gold. So they are off to Russia to find Dorothy, and how they effed up in the first place. So it ends it for us there for the movie, and obviously, you know, that they continue on and they continue to work. But it's a very good movie. It's hilarious. If you guys are looking for something to just watch and laugh and everything like that, I highly recommend this. They have a lot of hilarious scenes, but it does get very serious when you actually dig deep into some of the things, and it kind of just gives you starts kind of not knowing what the hell is going on. But it does get, as you watch, it gives you more and more information. combination of everything. So it has its comedy in there, it's serious, and it's very good. So I should really like it. I enjoyed it, I laughed. Like I said, I'll just chime in here and there to see certain parts, but it's a really good movie, and if you guys have not seen it, do check it out. But that's it for today's review, and I will see you guys next time.